Welcome, dear friends and curious minds, to our channel where we delve deep into the annals of history to uncover the most captivating tales of courage, resilience, and sacrifice. Today, we explore a tale of bravery and resilience, a story that reverberates through time with the echoes of freedom and resistance. This is the true life story of the Igbo Landing in 1803, a story of the Igbo people's defiance against the brutal system of slavery and their ultimate act of self-liberation. Join us as we honor their memory and explore their courageous stand for freedom. The Igbo Landing in 1803. In the early 19th century, the transatlantic slave trade was at its peak. Ships from Europe would sail to the coasts of West Africa, where they captured or bought men, women, and children to be sold into slavery in the Americas. Among the many African peoples caught in this brutal trade were the Igbo, known for their fierce independence, rich culture, and deep spiritual beliefs. It was in this grim period, in 1803, that a ship named the Wanderer set sail from Nigeria, carrying a group of Igbo captives. These men and women, torn from their homeland, were bound for the New World, where they were to be sold as slaves. Packed tightly in the ship's hold, the Igbo endured unimaginable suffering. Yet, their spirits remained unbroken. The journey across the Atlantic was harrowing, but it was just the beginning of their ordeal. The Wanderer arrived at the port of Savannah, Georgia, where the captives were sold to slave merchants. These merchants planned to transport the Igbo to plantations on St. Simon's Island. The Igbo were loaded onto a small coastal vessel for the final leg of their journey. As the vessel approached Dunbar Creek on St. Simon's Island, the Igbo sensed an opportunity. They communicated in hushed tones, their voices carrying the weight of their decision. They would not live as slaves. In their hearts, they carried the words of their ancestors, who had always valued freedom above all else. A plan began to form, a plan that would mark their place in history. The coastal vessel made its way up the creek, the waters calm and still. The Igbo, bound in chains, waited for the right moment. When the time came, they rose up against their captors with a fierce determination. Overpowering the crew, they took control of the vessel. But they knew that their freedom could not be found in the land of their captors. Led by a man whose name has been lost to history, but whose bravery remains immortal, the Igbo made their way to the shore. There, at the water's edge, they faced a profound choice: to return to the vessel and submit to a life of bondage, or to embrace the waters of Dunbar Creek and return to their ancestors in dignity. One by one, they walked into the water, chanting in their native tongue. Their voices rose in unison, a lament for their lost homeland and a prayer for freedom. They believed that the waters would carry their spirits back to Igbo Land, to the land of their birth. In that sacred moment, they chose death over the chains of slavery. The waters of Dunbar Creek witnessed a tragedy, but also an act of profound courage. The Igbo, with their final breaths, defied the dehumanizing forces of slavery. Their story did not end with their deaths. It lived on in the hearts of their descendants and in the whispered tales passed down through generations. In the years that followed, the tale of Igbo Landing became a symbol of resistance and resilience. It inspired songs, stories, and spirituals, echoing the spirit of the Igbo people who refused to be broken. Their legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human dignity and the unyielding desire for freedom. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, to honor the brave souls of Igbo Landing. Their story is a reminder that the human spirit can triumph even in the darkest of times. If you found this tale as moving as we did, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories of courage, resilience, and hope. Until next time, let us carry the legacy of the Igbo people in our hearts and remember the price they paid for the freedom we hold dear.